This video is for entertainment purposes only. I truly believe that my words have weight because I started speaking about the war from 2023, if not earlier. But the dream I'm quoting is from July 2023. Okay? So I believe that my words have weight. And I'm not only going to address the coming war and the results of it, I'm also going to be speaking about a real threat. God has granted victory for South Africa for the coming war. Victory has been granted for South Africa in the coming war. Grace is in the army. Grace is in the army. Grace is in the army. So the dream was showing us that the people can work with the army. Now, I've already shared the dream. I don't want to retell the dream. It's one of the longest dreams I've ever had. On my YouTube channel, I had titled the video Temporarily Displaced, and I retold everything that I saw happening. So, in the dream, there was a warning, and the warning was that because this is how the dream played out. As we abandoned our homes, there were men who were carrying machetes. They were brutal. They were terrorizing communities. They were savage. So we abandoned our homes and we were running away from them. But after a while, it was then that we saw people. That was the first group that started problems. I'm telling you how my dream played out. Then there was a second group. Now, this group, we saw people wearing camouflage, like soldier gear. In our minds, we thought that this was our military, but it turned out that they were not. And it was only after this group that we saw the military, the SANDF coming. Our South African military is the one that began to conquer and to fight off the thugs and this military group. In my dream, I saw our military tackling this second military because the first group was just savage. But I noticed that the second group seemed more skilled than the first group. But what I also noticed with these soldiers, that let me call them fake soldiers, is that not all of them had rifles, not all of them had full gear that a soldier should have. But in my dream, it took a real soldier to stand next to the fake soldiers for us to see who was real. And our soldiers came with choppers. Where I was, just when we were about to be captured, they actually came with their choppers. So I remember us going down because we thought that they were gonna land. No, they didn't land. It's only that the soldiers were coming down from the planes, touching the ground. So I just wanted to encourage South Africans that grace is in the army. God has granted victory for us. God has granted victory for us. We will win. So we don't have to be afraid about any person in the country who may try to cause problems. There are people whose countries are in ruins, and there's literally nothing for them to go back to. And they will fight tooth and nail, and they will fight till the end. So I just wanted to remind us of that dream, that the people can work with the army, or the people can defend themselves knowing that the army is coming. They're not alone. And above all, that God has granted grace to South Africa. So we are very grateful to God for that. But that doesn't mean we stop praying. We still keep on praying for our country. Now, something I wanted to say. Because the first group were people holding machetes. But there's also another dream. Like it is as if there was like two wars, but I feel it's one war. It's like as if there was an invasion in our country, and Trump and his friend, that country where Jesus is from, they took advantage. I think that was the time when Trump decided that's the time to attack South Africa. But still, God has granted us victory. So I don't know how it'll play out. So whether it be the people, whether it be foreign nationals who will be invading the country, victory has been granted to South Africa. Whether it's Trump and his friends, victory has been granted to them. The only problem is one country, and that's the one where God has not granted, or God has not showed that He granted us victory. So I say again, victory is in the army. Victory is in the army. I mean, grace is in the army. Let the people work together with the army, or the people can defend themselves knowing that the army is coming. Whether it be the people who invade the country, or whether it be Trump and his friends. So my plea is for us to pray concerning China. I'm speaking about this now before it happens. So next time when I say China, someone mustn't say, of course now people are gonna start prophesying about China because of what is happening. No. I've been speaking about China, I think for the past 3 or 4 years now. That's the first time when I spoke about China. And when I spoke about China, people were defending it like nobody's business. They were saying China is not a communist party. Well, watch the robots from China. And I'm not talking about these robots that you people are talking that we are seeing like a real robot. I'm talking about a humanoid robots. Like watch the kind of stuff that they will bring. So that when you want to fight a people and you put things like robots, like already it just compromises people, because now it will be like their numbers plus robots. So if you want to be concerned about China. Pray now about China. Don't wait until things are bad. Like God did not show me victory against China. Instead, I saw China capturing us. That's the problem. So don't worry about these people who are going to invade the country, some of whom are already in the country. Grace has been granted to us. Don't worry about Trump and his friends. Grace has been given to us. China is the problem. So for as long as we don't have to deal with China, let's remember we are good. And to our brothers, to our fathers, our uncles, I just want to say this to all South African men. Please do not misinterpret prophecy. Just because God has granted victory doesn't mean it will be an easy road. Wars take time. Like I said in my dream, it took around 3 years or more. And I pray it doesn't take that long. So that is why I always ask that we pray. Because I don't want it to take that long. No. And just because God has granted us grace, it doesn't mean that people won't flee. There will always be people who will flee. That doesn't change that victory has been granted to South Africa. So the people who will flee must not make your heart faint. It mustn't discourage you. Grace has already been granted to South Africa. So even if it starts as an invasion and later Trump may decide to join in when people least expect it, remember my words. It doesn't change prophecy. Victory is in the army. Victory is in the army. So long as it is not China, remember my words. Victory is in the army. Victory is in the army. So I just wanted to encourage people, because some people, when you speak about people leaving the country, they're thinking, oh no, she wants to instill fear in the people. No, I'm South African. I'm patriotic too. That is why I told myself I'm going to be brave enough to sit and record these videos. And if some of you misinterpret me, and if some of you misjudge me, and it's the price I'm willing to pay, but I will speak what I saw. Some people will flee. Many will die. But grace has been given. Victory has been given to South Africa. Remember, Grace is in the army. You can work with the army.